Hello, 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 hello. There we go. There we go. Okay. Hello, guys. Good evening. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the broadcast. Let me see what we got here. Okay. Okay. Hi, guys. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Substack crew, the newsletter crew, of course, the YouTube. Today is one of the first days that I am now exclusively, I am on Substack and YouTube. That is it. So you will not be seeing this anywhere else. And this is actually how I like doing it. What is this? Who's messaging me? Okay. All right. All right. So let me just make sure that we do not have any of these sneaky guys in here causing havoc. Any of these sneaky guys causing havoc. How is everybody doing on the Substack? Can you leave a comment so I know that you're listening in, that the sound is good, the video is good? If you're on the Substack, if you're on the YouTube, you know how this works. You introduce yourselves as you walk in the door. You introduce yourselves as you walk in the door. That is how it works on YouTube. Dr. Umar, listen, I took it personally what he said today. I took it personally. I took it personally, guys. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have taken it personally, but I did. Dr. Umar, he went over the line. Dr. Umar went over the line today, people. He did. I took it personally. We're going to talk about what he said. I took it personally. Dr. Umar. He took it too far. He took it too far. Took it way too far. Made a very, very bad statement about, Anyway, like I said, I'm going to get into it. We're going to get into it. About what Dr. Umar said. About what he said. Thank you, everybody, coming in. We've got Bran Fleurs, the number one guy. What's up? Salami watching from Qatar. What's up? Let me put some people over here. Bran Fleurs in the building. What's going on? Olalekon Salami. Salami. Is it Salami or Salami? It's Salami. Olalekon. Watching from Qatar. Mike Doc. Big up to you, Niger, bro. Okay, what's up? What's up, Mike Doc? Shout out the Substack crew. Cheryl Johnson, what's up? Afrocentric, what's up? Conrad Brown, what's up? Live Evolve, what's up? K Doll, what's up, Substackers? What's up, Substackers? Oct Green, what's up? Listen, Dr. Umar took it too far today. He took it too far. So I'm making a video about Dr. Umar. I have to talk about Dr. Umar. He said something that I was like, man, come on, man. You know what I mean? Come on. Doctor. Can't go talking like that. Can't be reckless like that on the airwaves. When you have so many followers and people are watching you and then you say things like that, it affects me. It affects what I've got to do. It affects what I've got to do. We're going to talk about it, guys. We're going to talk about it. What's up, everybody? Rise and shine. Well, not rise and shine. It's night for a lot of you. It's night for a lot of you. Gigi Vega, what's up? Zinc, what's up, Substackers? Like I said, I think that the time zone is actually 10 p.m. Eastern for this Sunday podcast because the time zone's shifted and this is the time that's good for me. It used to be 9 p.m. Eastern, but I guess it's 9 p.m. Eastern, but I guess it's 10 p.m. Eastern. So just so you guys know, just so you guys know, See now, this is what that's somebody is just guys are getting confused with a few things. Guys, as I said, everybody, you need to learn the protocol for my shows. When you come in, you introduce yourself. Always do that. It's the house. This is my home. You know, always introduce the VPN. Everybody that comes in, always introduce yourselves. Okay, when you're walking into the house, it's only polite. Yeah, cry fathers. I'm going to say it. I want to give people time to get in. Then I'm going to. Oh, I don't know what just happened there. Negated so much effort that has been made by individuals such as myself that I feel like, no, doctor, I've got to talk about it. I've got to talk about it. So that's what we're going to do today. I want to just give, like I said, I always give people a little bit of time. So everybody introduce yourself as you come in, get acquainted, get situated. I usually by the, 10, I give it about 10 minutes at the top of the show to do that. So for those who are new, that do not know how things work, I never start at the very beginning. I never start at the very beginning. I always give it a bit of time, 10 minutes or so. So we've only done 5 minutes, just 10 minutes or so, just for people to get themselves in check. You missed what I said. What did I say? What do you mean you missed what I said? Quiznos, how are you doing? I said, yeah, everybody introduce yourselves. Don't just say hello. You tell us who you are, where you're coming from. If it's your first live, definitely introduce yourselves. If it's your first live, definitely introduce yourselves. Yeah, they're always trying to play me on YouTube. They're always trying to play me on YouTube. Don't worry, we'll stay on it. I'm a Nigerian from Canada. Okay, Quiznos. Good to have you here. Good to have you here, Quiznos. I know what I'm going to say. I know what we're going to talk about. Okay, look. Everybody is getting in. Ray, okay. What's up? And as I said, guys, anybody who wants to, does anybody want to get in on this chat early? And I'll send the link out on YouTube so you can come and get in on this chat early. Let me know. In fact, I'm going to even put the link up here. I'm going to put the link up here for those who want to join in the chat. The link is there. And I'm pinning this link. Okay, the link is there, guys, for those who want to join and get in on the show. The link is on the YouTube. All right, let's get into this, guys. Dr. Umar had a post on Instagram. I just saw it. I was scrolling and it came on my feed. And he said that with over 25 million Black YouTubers, African and Black YouTubers, none of us, listen to what I'm saying here, guys. This is where things get interesting. He said that none of us are interested in building institutions, building autonomy for African and diaspora. And that these YouTubers are interested in is in individual gain and being comfortable themselves. And that is the problem with our community. I was insulted. I was insulted, guys. That's literally all I do. Anybody who's been following me for the last 2.5 years, every day for the last 2.5 years, that's all I do. That's it. is promote the autonomy and institution building for Africa and the diaspora. Look at all the products I've made. What is the 300? That's what the 300 is. Independent funding to build institutions within education, information, entertainment, art. That is what it is. For the last 2.5 years, I've been doing that. And then Dr. Umar put out that post. I didn't like it, guys. I had a problem with that. I had a problem with it, people. I took it personally. I took it completely personally. I took it completely personally. And that is the reason why I wanted to even do this, make it the subject of this live, because I feel like I was just thrown into that group. I was thrown into that group. And he's not wrong that, listen, the majority of Black YouTubers and African YouTubers are not interested in it, 100%. The majority, but not all. And to think that I've been doing the work that I've been doing and to get a comment like that posted in the public, it affected me. It affected me, people. It affected me. I'm not even going to lie. That's the reason why I'm going to make a video talking directly to Dr. Umar. I'm going to talk to Dr. Umar directly in a video because I've been following Dr. Umar's videos for years. I support a lot of the things that he says. Some of the stuff I do, I'm like, well, that's a bit extreme. But there's a lot of things that he says that I support. Very good speaker, as everybody knows, very intelligent individual. But man, for you to say that and not acknowledge the fact that, look, yes, maybe the majority, but if you say something like that, it negates the efforts of people like myself. You should say that maybe a lot of African YouTubers, you could say that. Something like that might be even better than it allows guys to come forward and be like, yes, well, you know what, you're right, a lot of. But to say all of us, do you know what I've been doing? Guys, you know what I've been doing. You can vouch for me. You're my witnesses. Back to Africa Handbook, it exists. The graphic novel, it exists. The 300, it exists. True History of Africa is going to be on its way. The videos I'm making all promote the concept of autonomy. He said that we're not doing anything. He said that we only care about ourselves. He said we only care about ourselves. So I've got to respond. I have to respond out of self-defense. Because I was looking at the comments and guys were saying, yes, it's true, it's true. I said, well, now it's a self-defense situation. Now it's self-defense. I've got to let people know that, nah, no. You're not talking about me. You're not talking about me. You're not talking about me, Dr. Omar. You know? Because at the end of the day, we've got to be realistic about this. Like, listen, Dr. Umar is doing his thing, and we know about this school controversy and all of that sort of stuff. And you're doing what you're doing. And I'm like, yeah, okay, look, have you really looked to see if we exist? That was really my question. I said, like, look, have you actually put the APB out there and said, hey, I'm putting out the call. Where are the Black YouTubers that want to do X? Did you say that? That you can actually start looking and saying that who's going to come above, and then you can identify the people that are really doing things and not doing things? Because at the end of the day, my platform now is not nothing. Back in the day, I was nothing. Today, it's not nothing. The MEX platform is not nothing anymore. I actually have a platform of a lot of people getting millions of views. It's not nothing. It's not Dr. Umar level. That's for sure. He's world famous. He's world famous. But I'm doing my little thing over here. You know, for the cause of African unity, African education, African news, African current affairs, African history, I've been doing it on this platform. Everybody knows those facts. Everybody knows those facts. The Substack people have been telling people, listen, that's what I was talking about, even the paid subscriptions to Substack. I was like, guys, for $8 a month, that actually makes a difference. That's a coffee and a bagel. If you can't do that, then I don't know what to tell you. Because there's a lot of people on Substack who can easily afford $8 a month to support the newsletter, and they don't do it. Because to them, even the $8 is like it's not worth that. To me is like then you can't complain about anything. So that's the kind of conversation I would have with Dr. Umar. It's like, Dr. Umar, I'm doing what I'm doing and I'm trying, but you should be focusing your this negative talk about the community, not to us. Yes, a lot of us are not doing what we should be doing. But those of us who are, the obstacle is that the community is what the community is. So you can't be saying that, like, what are you talking about? You can't make the people drink the water. You can take them to the river, but you can't make them drink. I've got 10,000 people, 5,000 followers, and 5,000 subscribers on my Substack. It's a fraction of them are supporting it financially. They're not. They're not getting paid subscriptions, which is okay. What I'm just saying is like, look, you can only do so much. You can only do so much. So when I see those sort of posts, I'm like, well, look, I mean, the conversation is a lot more complicated than that. I mean, you could even start looking at those YouTubers and saying that, well, how many of them tried to do the right thing and then found that they couldn't survive financially doing the right thing, and then they just became what they became? Fukwan Ali, I see you there. You sent me a message about your 300 contribution. I don't understand what is going wrong because you have everything. You should have all the details. And the deadline is tomorrow. So if you don't get it in by tomorrow, unfortunately, you'll get purged. And I don't want you to get purged because I know you're a supporter. I don't want you to get purged out of the 300. So hopefully you're going to get your contribution in time. The deadline is well, you better get it in now because it's going to be the deadline is tomorrow. For Kwan Ali, just a heads up. But it's unbelievable when I saw that, and I said like, look, it's complicated. You've got to really ask those questions. Is that there's a lot of people who want to do the right thing, but if there is no, they can't survive, they can't pay the rent, they can't eat. Then who do you really blame? You've got to then start looking at, well, is the community supporting them? I'm fortunate enough that I've been doing another job that has allowed me to do this for free all these years. Well, not anymore because 300 is now started, but I've been doing it for free. I'm not making any money doing this, you know, but not everybody is in that position. So can we hate on everybody? Yes, there are those who are willfully playing games. Yes, but you can't hate on everybody. You can't hate on everybody, Dr. Omar. I'm just being real, guys. I'm just being real because it really it's annoyed me this morning. Does anybody have thoughts? Click the link, get on the live. I want to talk to somebody about this. Maybe I'm overreacting. Somebody, guys, click the link. I want to talk to somebody about this. Maybe I'm overreacting. The link is available. Click the link. Click the link. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm overreacting, people. Am I overreacting? I mean, am I? Can somebody let me know? Like, am I just making too much out of it? Am I making too much out of it? Oh, Fokan Ali, yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. How do you like the mugs? How do you like the mugs, Fokan Ali? Ikasan says I'm not overreacting. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think I'm overreacting. Maybe people will say, you're making too much out of it. Maybe people will say, you're talking too much about, like, it's not a big deal. Maybe. I don't think so. Because he's got millions of people watching his stuff, hundreds of thousands of people reading that message. As far as those people are concerned, do you know the impact that Dr. Umar could have if he told them, go to the next channel? He's doing it. The thing I'm talking about, the next doing it. That's what I want to happen. Tell people to come and look at what I'm doing. Everybody is not being idle. Thank you, Fokan Ali. You know what's so funny? I actually do the same thing. I don't use all the mugs. I only use the Mansa Musa and Obalvoranwen mug. Those are the only two I use. I put the rest of them on my shelf where I work because they're all colored, so it looks very nice when you do them in a line. They've all colors. So I actually leave them. I don't use the other ones. I only use Obalvoranwen mug in the evenings, and I use the Mansa Musa mug in the morning. Those are the ones I use. I don't use the other ones. Queens of Africa mugs are going to be on the way at some point. I'm going to do Queens of Africa. I'm going to definitely do Queens of Africa at some point. Joshua, listen, I don't want to hate on Dr. Omar because he said he collected 700K for the school and didn't. I don't want to hate on him. I don't want to hate on him. But that's a conversation that people should, I mean, that's another I don't want to hate on the guy, so I'm not going to say anything about that. All I know is this. You lumped people like myself into that box, and it is very annoying because it minimizes the amount of work that I've put in for the last 2.5 years. Not 2.5 weeks, not 2.5 months, 2.5 years solid. And everybody who's been following my platform knows that I've been here every day for 2.5 years. Somewhere on the internet. I've been consistent. People who've been following. Am I lying? Have I not been consistent, people? Have I not been ever present on the airwaves for 2.5 years? Yes or no? Let me know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know how many of you guys here are day ones because a lot of you guys came later. How many of you guys are day ones? And am I lying that I've been here talking about the very thing that Dr. Umar said we're not doing, which is autonomy, building institutions independently, self sufficiency, walking the walk, walking the walk, not just talking the talk, establishing forms of independent education. Is that not what I've been doing? Please let me know. Or have I gotten it wrong? Listen, of course I have the Back to Africa handbook. Yes. Which I said I was going to make, and within 3 months I released it. I released it. 3 months later. I put it out there. People said they wanted the Back to Africa handbook. 3 months later, it was on your desk or in your email inbox. I did it. The 300, I said I was going to set up the 300 on New Year's Day or New Year's Day, I think it was this year when I did the live show and we talked about it. 3 months later, the 300 launched. Money's in the bank now. Money's in the bank as we speak from the 300. We're now going to start doing what we're doing. I actually do what I say I'm going to do. I do what I say I'm going to do. It's not just talk. So when you do that, I don't like seeing posts like that minimizing the efforts, which is the reason why I've got to defend myself. I'm going to make a statement to Dr. Omar. I'm going to make a statement. I was like, listen, Dr. Omar, I don't know what you're talking about. Please, if you're talking about others, but not what I'm doing, you know? And that's why what I don't like, because it's important that people who are doing the work get identified and you don't get lumped with everybody else. Otherwise, what's the point? Shadow Tunga, I have to say something. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think I have to say something because at first, once I saw it, I knew I had to say something. I was like, I can't let this just slide because he said a lot of things, but now you're talking about what we're doing. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, I get that you've got to go after certain folks, but I'm not one of those people. So for me to just let it slide and be like, and let people that, because I saw the thread, so many people were commenting on the thread. I'm like, huh? I commented on the thread to stop it. I was like, listen, guys, no, 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 no. You're not talking about me. Dr. Omar, you are not talking about me. I posted. I posted to him. I said, no, doctor, you're wrong on this one. A video is incoming. And my video is not going to be to insult Dr. whatsoever. So everybody wants to say, you think that my video is going to be about the school and the money and this stuff and what's happened and what didn't happen. I'm not doing any of that. I'm going to specifically talk about what I'm doing, the issues with the YouTube and social media Black and African community, which he's not wrong about, because most people are on the thing that he's talking about. That's true. The issue with our audience, I'm going to talk about that too, because that's part of the problem, is that if you don't make it attractive to do this, a lot of people can't survive doing it. So if you as the community don't support these YouTubers properly and make it financially attractive for them to do this so they can eat and survive, they don't have an incentive. They don't have an incentive. The mainstream who is against us give them more of an incentive to not do these things because they get paid to just talk down the middle. They get money for that. So what do you expect from a lot of guys? I'm the only person, I can only do this because I can afford to, because I'm making money doing something else. That's the only reason why I can afford to talk the way I talk, because I know that I'm not going to make any money talking like this. I'm not going to get any sponsorship. I have almost 1 million people, guys. No sponsor is coming to look for me. Millions of views. No, but no sponsor is coming to look for me. Why do you think that is? There's no brand that what message I put out is attractive to them from the mainstream. There's no brand. Like, what brand is going to come and be like, yeah, we want to align with this? Nobody. So therefore, the only reason why I would do something like this is because I actually believe in it. Which is why I then turn to the 300 and I turn to these models and I express to people that, people, if you do not stand up and be counted for me and for people like me, we're dead in the water because we can't go to sponsors to push this kind of agenda. We can't. So if you don't support it, nobody will support it. You're not going to get ad revenue talking about this. You're not going to get sponsors talking about this. You're not going to get people coming in and giving you investment. You're not going to get any of that. Talking about Pan-African unity and true African history, talking about real current affairs, about what is really going on, exposing current neo-colonialism. Nobody's sponsoring that sort of stuff. Because a lot of the corporations who would sponsor it are benefiting from the neo-colonialism. They're benefiting from it. So why the hell are they going to promote you talking about making the minerals and resources that they're using for their products more expensive? Does that make any sense? Why would they do that? I'm going to support a creator who is going to make the products I'm making more expensive because I'm going to have to pay Africans more money. Guys, the- you don't understand the game. And that's why I would talk to Dr. Umar. Like, Dr. Umar, I want to bring Dr. Umar on the channel. I'm going to reach out to him. I'm going to say, Dr. Umar, you need to come on the next platform. We need to talk. Me and you need to talk because I don't think the problem is deeper than the way you're talking about it is you're not even going as far as you need to go. The problem is that it is more attractive to be a cool, like, and he said this before, coonery and buffoonery is more attractive because it's financially viable. So what you need to be attacking is the psychology of the Black and African human, for them to understand that you've got to fund correct thinking so it becomes more attractive to do that than to do the other thing. Or at least it becomes attractive enough that people can survive doing it. Because otherwise, people just keep jumping ship. So when you say that, oh, this guy sold out, hell yeah, he sold out. because selling out makes a lot of money. This is the truth. And that's the conversation that needs to be had. I'm going to put it all down for Dr. Omar in my video. The video is going to might be a long video. It might be a long video. It is direct to Dr. Omar. And I'm going to talk from the heart. It's not a written speech. I'm going to heart. Because there's something that I'm dealing with right now. With the 300, I'm dealing with it right now. I said 800 plus applications, maybe 100 people actually walk through the door and contribute. Those 100 people really stood tall to the point that we're going to make a lot of funds are going to come in from those 100 people that would supersede what might have come in from 300 people. But it makes you think that that's 800 people that claimed that they were on point. That listen to me say, do not do this if you're not serious. They still applied and they still didn't do it. In my opinion, that is worse than not applying. It's 100 times worse. It's better not to. But to be somebody who is outwardly projecting, I'm one of you, I will support this, and then going through that process and not doing it and then disappearing, it's worse. It's much worse. Because then that is what is giving the image where you look around you and say, look at all of these supporters, all these soldiers. When the bullets start flying, they disappear. You've got no allies. That's cowardly. And I talk with the real talk. I don't sugarcoat. I don't sugarcoat things. Maybe that's the problem because people say, "Oh, don't say that because it feels like you're attacking your own subscribers and your own followers." I'm not attacking anybody. I'm being real, and maybe it's because nobody was real with you and talked to you like real talk. Direct talk is the reason why you're doing what you're doing. I don't play that on my channel. I tell that I talk real because if my word is bond and I'm gonna do what I say I'm gonna do, you better do do what you said you're going to do. Otherwise, we have no relationship here. Otherwise, we have no relationship here. These are the facts. That's what I'm going to put in the video. That's why guys come to the channel. Nobody talks to you like this. Everybody's worrying about their subscribers and their following and their audience. I don't care. I'm not thinking about those sort of things. I want the real ones. That's what I'm looking for. Even if there's just 5 of you, let me have only 5 subscribers. I'm fine with that because I'm not doing this for the cash. This is not a hustle. Drill that into your brains. This is not a hustle. I'm not just drag netting and saying, let me get as many bodies in. Otherwise, I would let all 800 of the people who apply to 300 go into the Telegram and go into the group. If that was the case, I wouldn't be purging anybody. I just let everybody come in, and I just be black, pay me, pay me, pay me. I'm not doing it because it's not about the cash. The cash means something, but it's not about that. It's about the principle and the precedent being set and finding the real folks. Dr. Umar Johnson, that's what the problem is, not what you think it is. And there's some of the YouTubers out there, of which I guess I'm one, who are trying to do that. So I would like you to help us find these people. Help me. And this is a call out, Dr. Umar. Contact the MEC, info@themec.io. Email me. Let's work together. Because you said that I'm ready to do it, and I have been doing it for 2.5 years. Come and help me do it. Dr. Umar, come and help me do it. It's not about the money, it's about the cause. Come and help me do it. I'm on the brink of affecting the thing that you're talking about. If this is a call out to Dr. Umar, come and help me do it. I'm going to make the video. I'll make the video. You know? I mean, I'm just, look, like I said, my thing is about solutions. I'm a solution based person, you know? So I'm not here to fight anybody. This is not a fight. I'm like, okay, look, listen, you've said that this is what the problem is. I'll identify that I'm not one of those guys. Are you going to help me do what I'm doing? And when I say help, I'm not looking for cash, just awareness. So Dr. Umar, let your audience know that I exist. That's it. That's all I want. Let them know there's somebody actually doing what you said needs to happen. That's all I want. Let your audience know I exist. Once you do that, I've got nothing else to say. Like, those who are ready are going to walk with me. Those who are ready will walk with me. That's what I'm looking for. It's not complicated. It's not complicated. And I'm glad that you guys said that I'm not overreacting. You guys said I'm not overreacting. That's good. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Fukwan Ali. When I visit Ghana, Nigeria only supports and invests in Black African companies and business. I mean, look, Fukwan Ali, I mean, look, you could do that, but like I said, Fukwan Ali, it is simple things. You keep it simple. My organization, now that I said the 300 has begun, everybody who said that they were going to do something, do it or stop talking. If you said you were going to do it or stop. Don't talk anymore. I've kept tabs. Everybody who applied to the 300 is in a list on my desk. They're all in a list. I know the name. Don't come tomorrow asking to be part. You're not going to get it. It's a one-shot deal. You come, you pledge, and you fall foul of the pledge. You're not going to come back tomorrow. The reason why is integrity. Because what it means is that tomorrow, if I let you back in, if something shifts, you disappear again. I don't want those sort of people in the 300. You see what I'm saying? That's how I'm operating. That's how I'm operating. It's like you said you were going to do something and you just disappeared. You didn't even tell me anything. You didn't message me saying that, oh, this happened. This is why. You just didn't reply to emails, didn't reply to anything. You disappeared. And you think that when this thing becomes what it's going to become, because this thing is going to be big, it's going to be big. When it becomes what it becomes, you think you're going to just walk back in? Huh? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. No way. It's one shot deal. That's how you build. This is what I'm saying. Is like that's how you build value, prestige, credibility, integrity. Where guys know to get inside that group, you have to be real. Then everybody who looks at each person in the 300 knows that this is a real person because you know what it took for you to stay in there. It's not fair weather. So everybody you see in there, you know this is a real deal. That's what needs to happen. And then what is it? See, Dr. Umar, I'm like, listen, I don't know how you're going about things. I know that you're just getting regular donations for what you're doing at the school and everything. I'm like, that's fair enough. That's the reason why that stuff is going crazy. Because it's just a free for all. Everybody come and donate. And where's the accountability for that? Like, okay, people donated, then what? Then what? The platform channels, they are about solutions and action oriented to a point that most aren't incentivized to make. Are incentivized to maintain entertainment and complacency. Yes, brand flows. Yes, brand flows. Yes, brand flows. Aliyah, the pledge is late, it's late. Um, so you might not get it. I mean, we'll see if you get it in time, but the 300 is a listen, I'll play it. Let me just play it for you. Hold on.
Have you seen the movie 300? It's based on the ancient myth of 300 Greek Spartan warriors that defeated an army of Persians. This gave me an idea. I don't need an army of thousands. I only need 300 committed individuals. 300 people who believe and are ready to fund the creation of content that educates, inspires, and uplifts us. Each quarter, the 300 will decide what projects to create. Each quarter, they will provide the resources to make it happen. I'll set the base rate at maybe $100 once a quarter when the project is voted on, but any individual can decide to put in more. Together, we'll create a system that cannot be censored, silenced, or suppressed. Are there 300 of you willing to work with me to do what we need to do? If so, there is a link to the 300 form in my profile bio and in the description of this video, depending on where you are watching this. The world will not save Africa, and it never will. We must save ourselves. Have you seen the movie 300? It's based on the ancient...
There we go, guys. There you go. There you go. Cassandra Norman. Yes, Cassandra Norman is actually founding member. Cassandra Norman on Substack is a founding member, which is the highest level member of my Substack support. Those are very important members, very important members. Those are founding members, and those are special subscribers on the Substack, on the newsletter, which is the base app. The newsletter is my HQ of my entire platform. And Cassandra Norman is one of the latest founding members. So thank you so much for the support, Cassandra Norman. I appreciate you. I appreciate what your support for that. Yes. So I mean, the 300 is different. I mean, that's my funding circle. Let me see if I can give you a round of applause. Let's get a round of applause in there. Cassandra Norman. Fantastic. All right. So that is what it is. Yeah. Everybody who wants to do the 300, do it right now. The deadline is tomorrow. You do not want, because I am not if you do not get in this, I'm not doing that. No, 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 no. So if you want to get in right this minute while you are on the live. While you are on the live, okay? Go and do it immediately if you want to get involved, because we're closing it tomorrow. You have to do it now and vote immediately. As soon as you get your contribution in, get your vote in. As soon as you get your contribution, get your vote in so you make sure your vote counts. Do it immediately, right now. Okay? Otherwise, I'm not, because like I said today, I'm not going to do it, because a lot of people have been messing me around in this thing, and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And as I told guys who were messaging me, oh, can I come back in quarter two? No, you can't. Yes, 100 USD, the minimum. You can do more. You can do more than that if you wish, but 100 USD is the minimum. Okay? 100 is the minimum, yes. And it's only once a quarter. There is no membership fee or anything. You're not a man. It's just your good faith, which is what I was talking about earlier. It's like, if you don't do it, you don't do it. But I know your name. So I'm not going to let you in next time. There is no penalty of like, oh, you get a member. There's none of that. For quarter two, I'm not letting people sign up for free anymore. We're going to talk about that in the quarter for quarter two. When we do quarter two, for you to even sign up, you've got to put your contribution in. That's what's happening from quarter two onwards. I'm not even going to let people sign. For you to actually sign up, you've got to put your contribution in upon sign up. This is the last time I'm going to be doing it this way, where people can come and pledge and then just disappear. It's not going to happen anymore. For you to sign up, you've got to put your pledge in upon sign up. But all those who want to do it now, you've got to do it now, because it closes tomorrow, so that I can count the votes, announce what the winning project is this week, and then we start moving. So people, and also the advisory board are the people who are contributing at the highest brackets. They will also get their invitation to the advisory board of the 300 as well. That will happen afterwards. But you see what I'm saying, guys? Dr. Umar said I wasn't doing the work. See what's going on? You see that? That's the real deal. Independent. That's independent. Autonomous. It's not connected to Patreon or Kickstarter or GoFundMe, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, nothing, none of that. This is independent. Which means that whatever funds come in there, I don't have to ask anybody what it or what. I just go and do what I've got to do. I just go and do what I've got to do. That's simple. It's not rocket science. So I'm definitely going to make the video. I'm definitely going to make the video, to tell him. I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, it's like, look, the age of decentralized journalism, the age of decentralized, sorry about the noise, guys, there's construction behind me. The age of decentralized information and news and education is arrived. So a lot of people that can access things in ways that they couldn't before. And it's obviously going to take a bit of time for us to be able to generate the kinds of revenue models and systems that allow these sorts of things to flourish. Because a lot of these YouTubers are still relying on AdSense and revenue from views from YouTube, which is not incentivizing them to do the kinds of things Dr. Umar is talking about. You see what I'm saying? That's what the real problem is. They're not incentivized to do it because they're relying on those models. That's why I set this up. If this flourishes or when this flourishes, it doesn't matter what YouTube does or doesn't do because I'm not relying on YouTube. So therefore, I'm not going to be making videos that are just what YouTube wants me to make or putting out content that is just what YouTube wants me to do to get views. That's the position you need to be in. It's kind of why I got on Substack, actually. Like, Substack was really about that because I realized that, oh, you know what, on Substack, I can talk about Africa in a way that I can't really do on YouTube or any of these other platforms, and it will get to everybody that subscribed to me without algorithms. It's a very attractive proposition. And the beauty about Substack now that I'm seeing is that so many of the people who are following my Substack and now subscribing are not even Black and not African. They're just people who are genuinely interested in the truth about the continent, which is a great thing. It shows that, look, a lot of people know they've been lied to. They know that they've not been told the truth. People are aware of that. And they're rejecting the narrative, that's what it's a really great thing. It's a really great thing. So that is the reason why we've got to keep pushing it forward. But as I said, guys, everybody who wants to be participate in this, sign up right now, or you will miss out. Sign up right now, get your contribution in right now, or you will miss out on this because the deadline is in, I think, less than 24 hours. It's less than 24 hours, guys. Clock's ticking. But yeah, I'm going to make a commentary to Dr. Omar. I'll make the video. Say what I really feel. Break it down for him. I'll break it down for Dr. Omar. Break it down. The video might be 10 minutes long. I'll be a 10-minute breakdown, might be 5 minutes. I don't know how long the video is going to be. But I'll break it down for Dr. Omar. Say, listen, doctor, you got it wrong here. What I would like to see is that you putting out a call out. I'm looking for people who are of this mindset who can find guys like me. So we can link and do what's got to be done. Use each. There are things that you can help with in terms of just awareness. That's all I'm looking for. That's all I'm looking for. Thank you, Fokwan Ali. Fokwan Ali says that he's done his. Fokwan Ali says he's done his. Let me check. Let me make sure you're in. Let me check. Let me check. I think you're done, Fokwan Ali. I think you're in. I think you're in. I think you're in. I think Fokwan Ali is in. I'll check it. I have to get into the archives to actually check your thing, but I think you're in. Congratulations. Listen, guys, I mean, it's the only listen, it's the only way, for us to do this. And I think, I mean, again, I ask you, first of all, people said I'm not overreacting. I appreciate that. Do you think I should make this statement to Dr. Omar? Yes or no? Should I put out the video to Dr. Umar? Yes or no? Cassandra Norman, as a founding member, what do you think? Cassandra Norman, what do you think as a founding member of the Substack? Should I respond directly to Dr. Umar? Yes or no? Or should I let it slide? Should I let what he said slide or should I respond? Cassandra Norman, what say you if you're still in here? As a founding member of the Substack. Guys, you have to respect Cassandra Norman. Everybody's on the Substack. That's a founding member there. Respect her and let's ask Cassandra Norman what she thinks. Let's ask her what she thinks. If she's still in the house. If she's still in the house, let's ask her what she thinks. I think I should. I mean, I think I should, but I'm asking you guys. Should I? She's multitasking. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. What does everybody think, guys? Should I respond to Doctor to him or should I let it slide? You've already said I'm not overreacting, but should I respond? And I want you to give me the reason why I should respond. Can you give me reasons why I should respond to Dr. Omar? I want because I know what my reasons are, but I want to just get from you guys why you think I should respond to the doctor. Why should I respond to Dr. Umar? Tell me. Guys, I want answers. Why is nobody telling me the answers? Angel Yohani says, no, don't respond. Cassandra Norman says, pray. So I'm seeing people are saying I should not respond. Fokwan Ali says, yes, of course, respond. Umar is not the gold stamp for the community alert. I don't think it's worth it. O really says it doesn't think it's worth it. These are very varied responses I'm getting, very varied. If you want to respond, invite him in for a conversation. Otherwise, leave him as background noise. Kwelnari Emra says. Okay. I'm getting a lot of different responses here. Angel Johannes said, this is your platform. If you want to spread the truth, you have to give it all in. Yeah, but I'm thinking about whether, okay, let me see what Brand Flows says. You should, because it shows that you're about action. He's a social media influencer who's all talk. Well, I don't, this is the thing. I hear all of these responses and I don't want to make this a versus thing. I'm not fighting Dr. Omar. You know, I'm not. More that I want to show, this is my reasoning. I want to change the narrative about us and our community and who we are to ourselves, not to any, I don't care what anybody else thinks, to ourselves. I want us to know that there are members of our community who are about it. That there are members of our community who are going to do what needs to be done. That is why I want to put out the video and respond to what he said. Is less about him changing his mind per se, but it's more about, hey, this is an opportunity now to highlight the real issues, the real problems that exist within the community, and why what you're saying is unfair, but how you could actually help do the things you say are not being done by allying with folks like myself and others who are actually trying to do the right thing. Angelo, respond in a concise manner. Obviously, I wouldn't allow anyone to cast aspersions on my character publicly without defending myself, but I would do my best not to promote or give him oxygen in the process. And Angelo, he has oxygen. Like that's something Dr. Umar doesn't need from somebody like me. I mean, the guy goes viral just by appearing on people's platforms. People get him on their platforms because he makes people viral. The guy just makes people viral, like everybody, like any, no matter how big your platform is, that guy appearing on your platform makes those videos go viral. So The last thing Dr. Umar needs is publicity from somebody like that. That's not even a problem. So I'm not, he's the one, he'd be giving me oxygen. If I did anything with Dr. Umar, he'd be giving me oxygen, which ironically is what my part of my point is that you get so much attention that it is actually worth you finding the YouTubers who are doing the thing you say they should be doing and giving those YouTubers oxygen instead of appearing on all these platforms of YouTubers who are just trying to trip you up and do catch you out, which is what a lot of these guys do when they get Dr. Umar on, is just try and catch him out. I'm like, none of these people are trying to actually promote what you're saying. So you should come on platforms like mine and like, no, that's what I'm actually doing. So come over here. Let's you come and let's talk about things. That's what I'm saying. That's part of why I want to do it. But also just to clear up that all the stuff we've been talking about in today's live, all the stuff we've been talking about in today's live, I also want to put on the table in the video. Guys, is the background noise really bad or is it bearable? Because I've tried to minimize the sound, the noise, the background noise in the mic. Is it bearable? Because it's pretty damn loud where I am. Pretty damn loud. Just want to check if it's bearable. You should respond. Fukwan Ali says, you should respond simply because he's our brother, no matter what. Our minor differences are the aim and goal is our objective and goal. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Ifatunde Oguntade is his name. Dr. Umar's name has become Ifatunde Oguntade, according to him anyway. That's what he puts on his account. So yeah, no, listen, I agree. I agree. I mean, I think that I should actually say something, I mean, I think I should actually, you know, say something about it. So I'll formulate that now. Actually, once I get off this live, I'll do the video, put it together. I have to just make notes to organize my thought. I'm going to talk about it to make sure I talk about it the right way, say the right points, because I don't want to go on too long. So I'm going to try and get the video to at least to maybe at the most 8 minutes. I don't want to go over 8 minutes. I don't want to go over 8 minutes, but I also want to just talk. I don't want to script it. I don't want to make it a speech. I want to just talk off the top. But if I can keep it down to 8 minutes, that's my goal of how I'll do it. Because I think yes, it's very important. Especially when I'm looking at the community now and going into the 300 initiative now, these sorts of messages really, really matter. And I think a video like this would be important because it would allow me to talk about a lot of things that I'm doing, and again, even down to how this process is working. Arminta Murphy says Dr. Umar is divisive. Why give credence to someone like that? It's not about credence, it's because what he's saying matters, that people are listening to that and not realizing that we exist here. Everybody who's on the platform knows what I'm about. We're different. We're very different. That's the reason why the people are on my platform, because you know that I'm different. This is not the same as other platforms. You know that, guys and ladies who. So it's important that when these comments get made, I shine a light and say, no, no, no. There is a platform that is doing what needs to be done, and it's this one. We're not a news broadcaster. We're not just putting out news and clips. We are talking about real things, building things. We're builders. And that's why I feel it's important. Like, look, I've got to put it out there. He was wrong to put that post up. He was wrong to put the post up. That's what I'm saying. He shouldn't have put that post up. I feel like you should have reached out, made a post that I'm looking for YouTubers who blah blah blah. Where are you? Contact me, and then I will validate whether you're really about it. And then I'm going to support you. Now that I want to see that, you can say that comment and then caveat it with, "This is what I'm seeing, but I want to find if there are people who are not like this." Instead of just this blanket thing, as if we are all about that rubbish. A lot of people are. I know it. That's why I've got to speak, because there's a lot of people who are exactly the way he's saying they are. That's why I've got to say something. That's why I've got to say something. I've got to talk. Conrad Brown says he has made a statement that will inspire more people to create content like yours, leading to future changes. Drama sells, and we need drama around this topic like a rap beef. I agree. You're thinking my thoughts. I agree. I think that rap beef, the drama around this is actually necessary, because I think it will wake people up to what actually needs to happen. I think it's actually necessary because he's not wrong. Most of the YouTubers, which is why I wish to use the word most. Most are what he says in that thing. Most don't care. He's right. Most don't care. Shadow Tunga, I'll do it, the 300. I'll put in the minimal about the video, make it a nice, good looking one. My favorite is the one you did on Black Panther, is no African. Shadow Tunga, those videos take forever to make. This video, for me to do a video like that, the video is not going to be ready till next month. I need to do the video now because he just posted it. So the video is just, I'm going to just talk. And it needs to be real. I don't want to do that overproduced thing because I need it to be real. I need to just talk. And thank you, Shadow Tunga. Make sure you get your 300 application in right now. Fukwanali, I just saw your contribution is in. I think that is your email is. I don't want to put your email out here, but I think that's you. Wait a minute, is it you? Yes, I think so. I think it's you, but I don't want to put your email out there, so I think it's you. But Shadow Tunga, please, as I've been telling everybody, only apply to the 300 if you're committed to the 4 quarters a year. We're doing this is a 3-year plan, 12 quarters. Don't apply if you just want to do it 1 quarter and disappear. Please don't, because if you do that, you will not be able to come back. Okay, so please, we do. You don't. This is not a compulsory membership thing. So if you don't want to, you can't do that. Then just don't apply, please, please. Okay. My contribution to our Pan-Africanist movement and unity will be literary books and education. Fortunately, very good, very good. I think that is a positive addition, a positive contribution. That's a positive contribution. All right, guys, we're at the hour mark. The show is going to have to come to an end now. I'm going to go and talk to the doctor, tell him what's up. Everybody, like I said, sign up to the newsletter if you're not signed up to the newsletter. www.alkableland.media. If you want to join the 300, www.the300, the number 300.io. Get your contribution in today, immediately before the deadline hits tomorrow. And guys, you know what? Cheers.